Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my 2019, yes, I know it's February, year in review for my businesses, as well as talk about what I'm going to be doing in 2020. I know this is super late, but January and most of February has been a little crazy, but I did want to sit down and film this video. Really, honestly, it's for me to just kind of, thought process and stream of consciousness about what happened in 2019 for my businesses and what I want to do going forward for 2020. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely keep watching. So most of you know that I make money in a few different ways. There's several ways. I am a reseller. I sell online things that I find at estate sales and thrift stores, sometimes liquidation. I am a self-published author. I have books that I've put out. I have YouTube, make money on YouTube. And I also do some affiliate marketing, which is basically you sign up for sites. And if someone clicks on your link and purchases something on that site, you make a commission. And then I also have some print on demand items, t-shirts and coffee mugs and things that I sell. So those are kind of all the things I do: reselling, publishing, YouTube, which I guess you call content creation, affiliate marketing, and merchandise. Those are kind of my 5 areas of making money. And in some of those cases, those are spread across multiple sites. Like affiliate marketing, that involves several sites. Now, I'm not going to share my exact sales numbers, my exact income. That's just not something I'm personally comfortable doing. I know some people do, and that's great. 2 things, well, 3. Number 1, I come from a different generation. I'm older. You just don't do that. But number 2, what I make is of no relevance to anybody else unless you have the exact same bills and financial situation that I do. And same for you. Your income means nothing to me unless you're going to pay my bills. If you'd like to pay my bills, feel free, hit me up. I will gladly give you the information, but it's irrelevant. Everybody's situation is different. How much debt you carry, how many people are in your household, where you live. It doesn't matter what somebody makes. And you always get people who are like, oh, that's all you make, or, oh my God, you make so much. So it just doesn't matter. It's just not something I'm comfortable with. I do share some smaller numbers, and I will in this video, but my bulk of my income, my gross income for 2019, I will not be sharing. Like I said, I'll share some little things. So my number 1 source of income in 2019 was eBay, and that's been that way for several years now. I did start the year off selling a little on Etsy and a little on Poshmark. I made $200 on Etsy and $170 on Poshmark, and those were the gross sales. So I didn't sell much there. I pulled out of both sites very early on. For me, the time and effort involved in cross-posting, the kinds of things I sell, I just do way better on eBay. And because I do have other streams of income, I just decided I got to put my foot down. I can't be stretching myself and cross-posting on all these sites when I don't need to be. And I think that's something really important that people need to think about. What do you need to do? How much money do you need to make, right? Pay your bills. If you're doing this for fun and extra money, and you can make it on one site and get the money you want, I don't know why you would stress yourself out cross-posting multiple places, but that's just me, unless you're trying to scale up or you've got major money you need to make. But for me, I do need eBay to pay my bills, and I make enough money on eBay to do that, and I make more money on eBay if I just focus on eBay. So I let Poshmark and Etsy go. Now, I think as I say that, even though I'm not cross-posting now and I don't intend to anytime soon, I think it's important to know how to sell on multiple sites. I know how to sell on Amazon, and I have both Merchant Fulfilled and FBA. I know how to sell on Poshmark. I know how to sell on Etsy. I'm not doing Mercari, but I'm sure I could pop on there if I needed to. I think it's important to know how to sell on multiple sites and have accounts there and test it out, but it doesn't mean that you need to all the time. So my Etsy, Poshmark, Amazon accounts, they're all set up. If I needed to start doing it today, I could, but I don't need to. And I'm really trying to focus on this year. What do I need to do? I don't know if you're new here, you don't know that I'm a full-time caregiver for my dad. This past year, he became permanently disabled. And so that is a lot more responsibility for me. I have a house to take care of. I have 2 dogs. So I have a lot of life stuff I need to do. And so my business needs to tighten up, and I need to focus on what I need to do and then be able to walk away from stuff. So I only need to do eBay. I could have only just done eBay in 2019. I shouldn't have even bothered, for the $370 it got me on the other two sites. For 2020, I will only be doing eBay, and that would have to something would have to drastically change for me to change that. So that is the reselling. Now I do local sales as well. I take items to a consignment store. I did very well at the consignment store this year, with the caveat that the consignment store is my last resort. eBay is my first because I'm going to make the most money typically on eBay. The consignment store is for things that didn't sell on eBay, or I looked it up, I'm like, I don't think it'll do well. Or sometimes I do find things that I know will be a quicker flip for decent money at the consignment store. So it's nice for me to have the consignment store as my backup. So that way, if I've, got a bunch of stuff in a estate sale, or I got in a liquidation lot, and there's extra stuff that I know isn't good for eBay, I can take it to the consignment store. And for me, the consignment store, if nothing else, if I can make my money back, that's kind of what the consignment store is for me. I'm not looking at it that I'm going to make big profits. With the consignment store, they price the items, and then they also have a lot of sales. So just because they put a price on something doesn't mean it's going to sell for that. Also, I am a VIP level there now, so I do get 50% of the selling, what the item sells for. Other consigners have a 60-40 split. The consignment store keeps 60, the consignor gets 40, but I'm now at 50-50. But yeah, the consignment store is just kind of like that backup for me to get my money back versus my cost of goods. If I make a little profit on it, that's great, but I don't look at it that way. Then there was YouTube. YouTube, if you follow me for a long time, you know that YouTube's been a real struggle for me. I've been on YouTube for a long time now, 8 or 9 years on this channel, and it has just really been a struggle. I've had a lot of times where I've had to change content. I've had to back off of posting, and my algorithm, YouTube just doesn't like it. YouTube wants you to be very consistent, upload the same time, the same days, and be consistent. And I have not been consistent in the past year for sure. Now, I made more money on YouTube this year than in the past year, past years. This was my biggest year on YouTube, but it was not a huge year at all for me. I'm 25,000 subscribers, I think, and my subscriber count grows at a snail's rate. I see other people getting on YouTube and they're new and they're like, I got this 10,000, 20,000, 30, 40. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here at 25, 25 and 1. It's so slow for me. When I started this channel, it was a see and save when I did a deal blog. And then I added more reselling in. And the bulk of the people who are subscribed to my channel are here for reselling content. And I haven't been able to post consistent, strong reselling content really in the past year. Once my dad had his falls and needed full-time caregiving, me going out and doing huge hauls at estate sales, going out to thrift stores and doing huge hauls and having a lot of stuff come in and a lot of stuff come out. That just hasn't been how it's been. I did start liquidation this past year, which I'll talk about a little bit coming up. But that's just not something people are really interested in. People, for me, when they watch me, they want to see the estate sale hauls or like Goodwill hauls. That's what they're here for if they're here for reselling. I just haven't been able to provide that kind of content. So my channel has for sure come to a screeching halt in terms of growth. I've definitely had to go the clickbait route, making my video titles very short, the vlogs, very short to get people to click on them and watch them, versus other people, maybe they can put a big long title in their video and tell you everything that's in the video. That just doesn't work for me. So it's definitely been me having to kind of change YouTube around and just kind of do what I can with it and try not to worry about the numbers or the income. What I get is what I get, and that's kind of how it is. So the other thing would be my book royalties. Now, this is the big one because in 2019, up until December, I only had Kindle books available, and they were all under my name. So Ann Eckhart, that's my author name, and I have written a number of books, mostly about eBay, but I've got the tens unit on. Mostly about eBay, and they've always been available only on Kindle. So in 2019, for 11 months, it was just Kindle sales, and they weren't great. I got money every month, but it wasn't great. I did a major reworking of my books starting in October. So they were edited, updated, extra text added, reformatted, and not only for Kindle, but I had them put into paperback form. So starting in December, the paperbacks were available, and that has made a huge difference and will in 2020. But for 2019, when I only had Kindles, it was kind of like, ugh. But the paperbacks now are selling quite well. So I have Beginner's Guide to Selling on eBay, How to Make Clothing Selling on eBay, eBay Accounting Made Easy, and eBay Shipping Made Easy. These are very small books, but they're tutorial books. So they walk you step by step through the process. I have the 2020 Sourcing Guide. I have my series 101 items to sell on eBay and 101 more items. And then I also have the other book that's a big seller is How to Start a YouTube Channel for Fun and Profit, which again is it's a thinner book, but it's a tutorial style. Sometimes I hate to call these books. They're really like guidebooks, tutorial type things. But I pack a lot of information. I cut through the crap. Let's just get to it. What do you need to do? Here's what you need to do. So now that those books are in paperback going into 2020, books are doing much better right now. December was good. January's good. February's kind of starting out slow, but it's doing better than when I just had things on Kindle. Another thing is that I've added some new items to my Amazon author page under my name, Ann Eckhart. I did several versions of a reseller mileage book. This is the most popular one, the 2020 reseller mileage book. So you can keep this in your car. I did calendar versions where they have the calendar pages in them like that, along with the, like, write your totals for the month and all that kind of stuff. So I did a reseller version. I did an eBay, an Etsy, a Poshmark, just because when I made these, I was kind of playing around with design and just designing different ones. So I did make a book for each site. And then I also made ones that are undated. So it's just a general reseller mileage. It doesn't have the calendar pages. And I also have eBay, Etsy, Poshmark. So I have basically 8 of these available for sites, the 4 sites. And then if you want the calendar. So anyway, I added that. And then I made 3 planners. I made the YouTube planner for 2020. And again, this was something that I kind of wanted to make for myself, to go through, and I've already started using it. Let me go to a page I haven't used. So it starts out the month of March, got your notes, ideas, goals, collabs, sponsorships, free products, giveaways, the calendar. And then, if I can turn the page, then starts for your week, to plan your week and everything that you need to do before a video goes live. So a checklist. You've got your title, your description, your hashtags, on and on. Then after the video, to post it to social media, kind of a checklist. And then at the end of the month, you can, I also have the mileage logs if you're tracking mileage for YouTube, and then the monthly statistics along with an income report. And then all of that goes, you can put it together at the end of the year. So if you're big into YouTube or you're trying to grow YouTube and you need to be tracking all of your expenses and your income, I added that. And that's been selling okay, not huge, but the 2 that have been doing really well are the accounting ledgers. So the 2020 eBay accounting ledger, but the big one that's been selling is the reseller accounting ledger. These are exactly the same, except for the reseller ledger has all of the sites listed. eBay just has eBay. So this one's been the best seller. It's kind of dropped off now a bit because, now we're getting into the year. But I'll just show you kind of how this breaks down. So you come to May and you can put in your listing goals, actual listings, sales goals, actual sales. You have the calendar, then you have bank ledgers, just like a checkbook ledger, mileage ledger, and cost of goods ledger. So if you want to keep track of all your thrift store trips and stuff, you can do it that way. And then you come to the income report. So you've got your gross sales for all the sites, and then all of the deductibles that are possible with that. And then at the end of the year, you can put it all together. And this list, or these 2 pages, That's what I give to my accountant. My end of year gross sales, my end of year expenses. And that's what I end up tallying and give to my accountant. This has been doing quite well. So I'm really happy about that. So that shows me that people kind of want reselling tools, books, and things for that. So I'm hopefully going to be adding to that type of product as the year goes on and certainly into next year. So while my 2019 book sales were kind of, hopefully 2020 will be better. And I'll talk a little bit more about 2020 coming up. Let me just finish my income. Then there was affiliate marketing. And this is again through several sites, Amazon, some other sites that I belong to. Basically, you post a link. If somebody uses your link and they buy something when they're on the site, you earn a commission, that type of stuff. I don't make a lot of money on that, but I made some. And then I currently have t-shirts and coffee mugs and whatnot on TeePublic. And that brought in $305 this month, or this year, but that's completely passive. I do nothing with that. It's just sitting there. I do have one product on Teespring through YouTube. I don't know that I've ever sold anything on there. I did have Patreon for a while, but I closed my Patreon just because I wasn't really doing anything with it. So that was the gross income. I did make more money this year than I've ever made, but my expenses were really big. Of course, now we're getting into expenses. So you've got PayPal fees, eBay fees, Etsy fees, Poshmark fees, cost of goods to sell online. This one was huge because I dipped into liquidation this year or last year. Because when my dad fell and needed more care, I wasn't able to get out and get a lot of stuff like I had been. So I thought, well, I'll just get into liquidation. Hindsight being 2020, I wish I just wouldn't have done that. I would have just tried to get by on what I had because I spent a lot of money on liquidation. And while that stuff did sell, and if it didn't sell online, I took it to the consignment store. I didn't lose money, but I just put out a bunch of money that I really didn't need to. And a lot of time and effort looking for liquidation, sorting through it, having it come here, processing it, all that stuff. If I just would have tried to get by on what I had, I really would have been just the same and not done the liquidation. For me personally, I kind of view liquidate two ways. If you want to get a little bit here and there, a little bit, just to kind of add into your existing inventory, like cosmetics, they can do really well. You're not going to make much money, but they tend to sell fast. Or you're really looking to scale up. And if you're using liquidation to scale up, I personally feel you need to do it on a big level. It's not ordering one case here or there. You're doing pallets and multiple, and you're spending tens of thousands of dollars getting inventory in and flipping it and doing that again and again and again. And in that case, you're going to need more space. You might need employees. That is what I personally look to liquidation for. Either just a little bit or go hard and you're really trying to scale up. And at this point, I don't need either of those. So I don't see doing liquidation in any time soon. But I did a lot of it. I did some, of course, for estate sales, got things there. Not the huge hauls that I've done in years past. And did I even go to Goodwill and do a clothing haul in 2019? I don't even know. Then there, of course, there's postage for online orders. I did start offering free shipping on a lot of things this year, but of course that means somebody has to pay it. But the postage, regardless, you claim your postage whether you paid for it or the customer. So my postage for the year was, I'll tell you this number, $7,906 on postage this year, either paid by me or the customer to ship out items. So that's a lot. Advertising, occasionally I ran a Facebook ad for something that was $35, not much. Office supplies, $260 this year. Website internet services, that includes everything from internet, website stuff I pay for, and my phone. Quarterly sales tax, only $9 this year because eBay started collecting for us, as well as Etsy. Poshmark does, but anyway, so I only submitted $9, and since then I haven't had to submit any, but I do still file because I don't know what they're doing. Health insurance premiums, prescription drug copays, doctor copays, mortgage interest on the house. I do have a home equity loan on the house and I am able to claim that. Tax prep, end of year inventory, and then my mileage. And then my accountant has the space in my home that I use for my business, and he has that all ready to go. So that's everything. I made more money than ever. My expenses were more than ever for 2019. And I was spread too thin and I was overwhelmed and stressed. So 2020, what do I want to do? I basically want to focus on 3 money makers in 2020. eBay, books, YouTube. Yes, I will still do some affiliate marketing. I have the TeePublic stuff. That stuff's, it's just kind of in the background. It's there. I don't make a ton of money on it. So it's not like, But eBay, obviously, that's still my number one site, the only site I sell on. Local sales is in there as well, with the consignment store, YouTube, and books. Now, what I'm hoping for in 2020 is that my book income will overtake eBay. So for my books, like I talked about, I have the ones that I have written under my own name, Ann Eckhart. That's my name, Ann Eckhart. Then I also started a new pen name basically on Amazon called Jean Lee Publishing. And that's just taking my couple family names. And what I'm doing there is creating what you call print on demand books. So journals, planners, notebooks. You create the product, you upload it to Amazon, and then when somebody buys it, Amazon prints it for you and ships it. It's similar to merch, the t-shirts, but with t-shirts, you're just creating the t-shirt design. With the print on demand, it's called Kindle Direct Publishing, even though it's not Kindle, but it's still called Kindle Direct Publishing. You are actually creating a book. You have to upload all the book, the cover, the interior, everything. And so this is something I decided to start it separate from my name because I'm so identified with, making money online and reselling under my name for those books. But this is something different. This is something that I would hope would reach beyond people who know me, people who are looking for reselling. So I did decide to create this separate name, separate business for it. And so these are just some of the books that I have currently, and I'm uploading a lot. I would love for, obviously, my paperbacks under my own name, which is where I'm earning the bulk of my money now, and these books to eventually make it so that eBay can just be extra money and YouTube can just be extra money. That's the dream, because this stuff's passive. These books under my own name, I update every year. So I do spend time updating these, but for the bulk of the year, it's passive. I don't have to do anything with these until I update them. These books as well, the ones that are undated, because I do have planners that are dated, but the undated ones are things that are just going to be up on Amazon forever, and maybe eventually, you sell a few copies, you make a little money, I don't have to worry about it. So for instance, the 52-week savings journal, this is undated. So it is a year, 52 weeks, but you could pick it up at any time and do it. So it's got savings goals, and you just are tracking your savings, and then you get to your end of the year and how much did you save. So there's that one. I have 2 actually intermittent fasting journals. This one again is undated, and it's about, I think, gives you 100 days. So this is for people who are starting out. They want to try it at any time. So the date, starting weight, how long did you fast, how long did you eat, all foods eaten, calories, exercise, struggles, triumphs, notes, and this can be used at any time. This one has been doing quite well, and it's the 2020 intermittent fasting journal and planner. So this is dated. So this goes for the whole year, and it has the calendar pages in it. Let me just show you how it starts off for a month. So here's February. We've got February calendar, your starting statistics, and then every day, room to write. These are basically the same interiors. This is undated, not as long. This is dated. You can use it the whole year. So this has been doing well, actually, this intermittent fasting for 2020. Just to kind of practice making things, I did make just some cute notebooks, and I have several different notebooks. I have several that feature dogs. I just thought this was cute with the pugs. I made the sloths and donuts because, my heart belongs to sloths and donuts, because sloths and donuts, how cute. again, these were just kind of for me to like learn how to do the whole process. I did make a whole series of the state home notebook. So I have all 50 states of those. Beginning of the year, I did make some planners, again, with some different dog themes. I got on it really late. So again, this was more me just kind of learning how to make things, and did some different dog covers. And again, when I was just starting out, I did a Christmas card and record book. So this is 10 years where you can record all of the cards that you sent and received, and all of the Christmas gifts that you sent and received. So if you're like me and you want to look back from the previous year and see who sent what, who got what, all that, that's this book. I have a large print address book. I actually made this for my dad, so he can go in and put all the statistics for one person on one page and find it that way. And then two journal series that I'm really proud of, and I hope come end of school year and holidays will do well. First are the Tell Me Your Life story books, and I have the dad one, but I've made dad, mom, stepdad, stepmom, grandma, grandpa, great-grandma, great-grandpa, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. These are designed for you to give to somebody. So like I would give this to my dad. He would fill it out and then he would give it back to me. And so it is filled with over 100 pages of prompt style interview questions. So what was the best day of your life? What was the worst day of your life? How would you like people to remember you? What would you like to be known for? Do you remember any Christmas presents you received as a child? Did you have a Christmas stocking? If so, what kinds of things were in it? What else do we have? Have you had your wisdom teeth removed? How about your appendix? Tonsils? What surgeries have you had? Just a way to really get to know people, and not only for them to, reminisce and record their life story, but then you have that. So it's a great keepsake and an heirloom. And I'm hoping that come holiday time, Christmas, that these will sell really well because they're a great gift. Did you have a role model or mentor growing up? Did you have any favorite teachers or coaches? Have you ever met anyone famous or had a close brush with celebrity? And there's plenty of line space for them to write. So that series, and then my other series, which are the school journals. So this is my high school story, and this would be given to someone who is obviously finishing high school, and it helps them record their high school memories. So it starts out with all the statistics to record about the school, school song, colors, years attended, their rank, GPA, all that stuff. And then again, over 100 pages of interview style prompts. What music were you into during high school? Who are your favorite artists? What were your favorite songs? Do you know any of the office staff at your school? Did you ever go to the office for anything? What was your favorite food during high school? What was your favorite fast food restaurant? Your favorite full-serve restaurant? Who were the valedictorians of your class? Did you receive any awards or scholarships? Which year of high school is your favorite and which was your least? Why? Let's see. Do you think you'll attend future class reunions? Why or why not? So this is a great item to give to kids as they're obviously finishing school year before they go on the next. I have elementary school, junior high, and high school. And then I also have kindergarten through 12th grade. So, if you got a fourth grader this year and it's getting to the end of fourth grade, I have the fourth grade book and they can fill it out. It's a great end of year activity, something teachers can get, a summer activity book. So I have that whole series up as well. So again, this is something that I hope kind of the end of the year will sell. But now that I've done these, they're done. I never have to think about these again. So I now have that business. So between the books that are under my name, which are what's selling the best now, and then creating these print on demand books, which will hopefully, as they're on the site longer, do better. And of course, around holidays and occasions will sell. And it's my hope that that money from books will be more than eBay, and that will basically be enough for me to pay my bills so that anything else I do will be extra. So eBay, YouTube, affiliate marketing, that will be extra money that I can use to save for retirement. Getting old here, I would like to live someplace nice when I, get old. As I'm seeing my dad having to be in rehab places, I'm like, you need to start putting some money away so you can go someplace nice. Because he went to the nice places. Thanks, John Deere Insurance. I don't have John Deere Insurance. I need to go someplace nice. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for 2020. I am still going to sell on eBay. I would like to get my eBay store back up to around 1,000 listings. I do have a premium store, which gives you 1,000 listings a month included in that price. And so I like to hover around there. To me, eBay is my insurance policy. eBay is always there. I want to make more money, list more on eBay. Can you control what people buy and what they do? No, but at the same time, there's a lot more control on eBay than YouTube and books. List more, sell more, offers to watchers, promoted listings, all the things, that we kind of do to work eBay. Of course, I will take things to the consignment store, but my priority always when I'm going out to source is that I can sell it on eBay. So eBay will continue, and I'm trying to build it up. I'm like at 311 listings right now. It's taking a while, but we'll get there. YouTube. I have tried to grow YouTube. I've tried, and I don't know. I can't seem to grow my channel past a certain point, a certain amount of money a month. I'm grateful for that money. Do not get me wrong, but I will be totally honest with you. The most money I've ever earned in 1 month on YouTube is $1,200. And that was because I put up a video and a lot of people were hating on it. Like a bunch of trolls came and found it. So I was getting a lot of nasty comments. And so that made the views go up. But I, on average, make about $900 a month on YouTube, on average. I am very grateful for that $900. Do not get me wrong. But for the time and effort I put into it, it is not really justifying. So what I've been doing is pulling back on YouTube. I've been uploading 3 vlogs a week. Again, I will be honest with you, I might up that a little here and the foreseeable future because I've had so many things happen around the house. If you've been following me, had to get the snowblower quit again. So I had to get the tractor outfitted with a blade, and then the tractor needed repair again. Now I've had to hire somebody to do the snow. The electrical has been a nightmare in my house. Somebody shot a BB gun through my front window. I got to get that replaced. Yes, I have insurance, but I have a $1,000 deductible. So at the moment, it's just like all these unexpected bills. So I might be upping YouTube a bit in the foreseeable future, like 5 vlogs a week to try to up that YouTube income. Because right now in January, I made $450 on YouTube. Versus, my kind of average of 9. January's slow anyway, so it's kind of like, advertisers pull back because it's after the holidays. But at the same time, like, So YouTube's one of those things that I would really love to get away from YouTube completely in terms of relying on it for money. I think it's fun. It's, it's fun to do it. But the problem when you start earning money from something is you start to count on it, right? You start to count on at least $900 a month on YouTube so that I could pay for my car and pay this bill and that bill. And you start to expect it. And then you pull back on it and the money drops. And you're like, oh, great. I mean, my January money will pay for my car, so I'm grateful for that. But it's just been really hard for me. I just cannot get my channel to grow. I do have another channel. What's kind of funny is that I was posting daily vlogs there, reselling vlogs. And that channel is actually doing pretty well. It was growing. It was almost going to grow bigger than this one. Which is just crazy because this one, like, why would a channel with 4,000 subscribers do better than a channel with 25,000? Because it's about views. And the views were better on that channel in comparison to the number of subscribers than this channel. But it's just so much easier having one channel. So yeah, my dream would be not to have to rely on YouTube for money, to be able to let that income go and just do it for fun, and not rely on that, payment every month to pay bills. That'd be great because there's YouTube. Yeah, you can work it, you can put out more videos and this and that. But at the same time, if was it last year? Or a couple years ago, there was an AdGate. A bunch of advertisers pulled out of YouTube because of concerns over child predators and a lot of the parenting vlogs, like their money got slashed in half overnight. So yes, you can produce content. Yes, you can get views, but if the companies aren't backing YouTube up with their ad dollars. You can have 1 million views on YouTube, but if there's no ad money to back it, you're not going to make anything. So it's one of those things that's really so much out of your control. I kind of feel like with YouTube, you want to ride the wave as long as you can. There are some people in reselling community making great money on YouTube right now, and that's great. Hopefully that continues for them, but at the same time, the rug can be pulled out from under us at any time. So I always think with YouTube, more than anything, you kind of want to ride the wave while you can, because you just don't know what's going to happen. Does eBay change? Yes, but I've been on eBay for 15 years now, and it still is a steady income. You got to change with it. People want different things. You kind of sell things differently. So it's always trying to adapt to what eBay is doing, but I still feel like if you know what you're doing and you really try, you can adapt to eBay's algorithm, and you can still make eBay work and work on a full-time level if you want to, at least for me. And then, of course, my book income. Now, it's another one that I can't make somebody buy a book, and Amazon has its own algorithm. And if Amazon decides to push my books super far down in the search, that's going to hurt me. If they're way up in search, that's going to help. I can't really control that. Another part of continuing to do YouTube, honestly, is because I can promote my books here. Hopefully, I've shown you all my books, and some of you might go over and buy some. They're also my Amazon affiliate link. Maybe you'll go and look at a book, but you don't want that book, but you buy something else on Amazon. Well, then I earn a small commission for that. Let's be clear, it's very small. But I kind of look at YouTube as advertising for my books, honestly. And so if I can continue to use YouTube as a way to funnel traffic to my books and just have fun, I think YouTube's fun. I like to make videos. I like sharing with you guys, and it just be that, and not have to feel like, oh God, it's almost time for our Google AdSense payments. What am I going to get this month? Oh, it wasn't as much as last month. Oh no, what am I going to do? And just do it for fun and advertising. That'd be great. eBay, like I said, I will continue to hopefully get back up to 1,000 listings. eBay is my insurance policy. YouTube closes tomorrow. Amazon changes the books, whatever. I firmly believe eBay will still be there. eBay has been the most consistent business for me in the last 15 years. Everything else, I was on Amazon a while, did really great. Amazon changed, lost that. Etsy, I was doing okay. Then Etsy changed, lost that. Poshmark, I'm just not doing that. eBay's the consistent for me, not only on all of the sites I sell on, but all of the ways I make money. eBay is the most consistent, and it's my insurance policy. So I will continue to list on eBay. Hopefully estate sales will start up again soon, but I do have a lot to list that's currently staring at me right now. And like I said, I will continue to work on books, both under my own name, as well as the Jean Lee Publishing arm of that. And I have put that link under these videos so that you go to my Amazon store. So you'll see a section for all the books under my name. I have broken these out into journals, planners, notebooks, so they're easy to find. I have reselling supplies there as well. So I'm trying to make that Amazon store just easier to navigate for people. When you go there, you can find exactly what I was talking about in the video and go straight to it. Yes, I'll keep doing YouTube. Affiliate marketing I will keep doing because it's just kind of one of those background things. I have my freebies and deals group on Facebook. That's linked below. I put things that deals in there that are affiliate links. I don't earn a ton of money. They're all, again, that's kind of something that's just fun for me. Take a break from everything else and go find like a really cool free sample or free magazine people can get, or post something like a store's having a great clearance. That's just like a fun thing for me. And I make a little bit of money off it. Very little. The TeePublic print on demand stuff, that store is just there. It sells what it sells. So yeah, my big three this year: eBay, books, and YouTube. Hopefully the books will move ahead of eBay, then YouTube will be for fun and extra money. What I would love, honestly, and I will share this with you guys, is I would love that come fourth quarter, these types of books that are gift type books, that I would sell enough of these types of books and the notebooks and other things that will be coming up, that I would make enough in fourth quarter, that would be enough income to last me the whole year. And that anything else I did would just be extra. That's the dream. I'm not trying to make $1 million here. I mean, I'll take $1 million. If you want to go and buy 1 million of these, that'd be great. But if I could just make my book income fourth quarter for these types of books, or any books, But really these that I'm spending a lot of time working on right now, if I could get to fourth quarter and that they would cover me for the year, that'd be my dream. We'll see what happens. I don't think that would happen, but you never know. You can always dream, right? So that is a look back. Now my nose is itching on 2019, what worked, what didn't work. For 2020, what I'm going to be doing, trying to do less work and focus on the things that make the most money. Let the other things go. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Other people want to cross post all day long and scale up and have a warehouse. That's them. That's not me. I just want to have my little eBay store of like 1,000 items, selling things that I want to sell. I want to work on my books because I love that. I love creating books, the writing, the ones I write under my name, and then the planners and journals. I love creating that. And then YouTube for fun and advertising. Little other things along the way, but those are kind of the three. I feel like those three work together. eBay, obviously people follow me on YouTube for eBay stuff. They buy my books for eBay stuff. So I need to keep selling on eBay in order to be somebody that people look to for advice on eBay. Like I can't sell books about eBay if I'm not selling on eBay, I don't think. The books, maybe they kind of draw traffic into YouTube, or people that seek out my store, or YouTube draws traffic to eBay and to my books. They all three work together in one way or the other. So those are my focus for 2020. And with that, this video is quite long. Thank you for sticking with me till the end. I hope you found this interesting or just liked listening to me babble. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave any questions or comments below. And of course, all the links to everything that I mentioned are below the video. My Amazon store, the Facebook group, I have a blog, I'm on social media, all the things. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel for more about making money online from home. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.